ever since I learned about the news the other day, I was mulling over if I should either... Please ignore that, that's my cat just jumping around everywhere. Anyways, no, please get out the dresser, please, mama. Or not, the page is having a problem. Man, fuck off, no. There we go. Oh, she's got the zoomies now, oh no. I've been mulling over the fact whether or not I should make this a short, and also if I should make it scripted or not. Get off the dresser. No! Get off! Get off the dresser! Gibble, no. Please. Leave it alone. It's just jumping up and down the room. Oh my god. So, how do I even begin this? Did I wanna like organize my thoughts into a script? What the fuck are you? I'm sorry. What are you doing? Don't you dare. She scares me a lot whenever she goes to zoomies. Anyways, stop! Oh my god, she's running everyone in the room. Hi, love you, kiss kiss. She just left the room. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, so I'm the kind of person that likes to organize their thoughts into a script. That way I know exactly what I want to say, but I feel like with it being such a huge topic right now, I don't think I can like script it. And now she's tearing out my entire house. Oh my fucking god. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. She'll be fine, it's cool. You done? Good. She's playing with her fish toy. I'm just gonna go straight to the point because I keep dodging. It looks like we might be witnessing... Hi, baby. We might be witnessing the death of video games as a hobby. At least to some capacity. Get off of the fan, please. No. Let me explain. First of all, hello, my name is Reverie. I make bad takes and overthink things so you don't have to. And also this PlayStation shirt right here, I've had it for a while. It's very tight. We're gonna make it work. Because, believe it or not, PlayStation is the main thing I want to be talking about in this video. Let me not ramble. Anyway. Yeah. Again, we might be witnessing the death of video games as a hobby. Let me explain. With Xbox admitting that gaming is becoming way too unaffordable, and then later on raising the prices of their systems by a whopping 150% across both their digital and disc versions, both Microsoft and Sony have admitted that they are going to be stopping disc production in the near future. Xbox, I haven't looked into it so much. I haven't looked into it yet, but PlayStation stated that they're gonna be stopping disc production January 2028. So, to a lot of people, hi babies, she's on the floor. To a lot of people, it may not seem like that big of a deal. To many others, they are upset, and rightfully so, because as you may know, there have been numerous issues in the past where gamers will purchase a game digitally only for it to be ripped clean off of their hands. And not only that, Sony has also delisted around 500 movies from their digital storefront, along from removing it from a lot of gamers' playlists, meaning that they're no longer able to access those movies. And so far, they have not been refunded yet. And with them stopping disc production in 2028, first of all, to those saying that it is very far away, keep in mind we are mid 2026. We are already on the 3rd of July. That's just to put it into perspective how fast time is going. So literally, it's roughly a year and a half away from now. So it's not that far away. With Sony and Microsoft opting to, and this is just me expressing my thoughts on the matter. Again, I haven't looked too deep into it. I've only seen a lot of people talking about it online, and a lot of game publishers, particularly people who are publishing their games on the Nintendo Switch 2, being extremely shady. Freaking not long after they made that statement, Nintendo posted a screenshot of Super Mario Bros. Wonder being like, something is physically missing here. And then we got the developers of Orbital, a co-op game coming exclusively to the Nintendo Switch 2, if I remember correctly, posting that, basically confirming that their game is going to be on a physical cartridge. And then another developer, I forgot the name, but they're the developers of the Elder Scrolls. Just a lot of developers being extremely shady and messy towards Sony and Microsoft after they revealed that they're going to be discontinuing physical media. And it is the funniest thing ever to me. Going back to the point, it all comes down to ownership at the end of the day. Whenever you're purchasing digital, you are not purchasing the game or the movie or the album itself, rather a license to be able to use it. You don't own it despite spending money on it, and a lot of people have spent a lot of money on their digital media. It's video games, movies, music albums, shows. They don't own it. They own the license to be able to play it. People online are going, oh, it's the same thing with physical media. Kind of, kind of, but also not really. Physical media, what? The game companies are gonna burst in through the door and take the game away from you? I don't think so. With digital media, they have the right to suspend the license. Hi, baby. Hey, mama. Hi, baby. You wanna come in the bed with me? You wanna come in bed? She's just on the floor. Hey, baby. Hi. She doesn't know she's gonna get. She doesn't know she's gonna get vaccinated tomorrow. I gotta give her all the love that I can tonight. Oh, there she goes. But yeah, with digital media, it's a bit. Oh, hi. Goodbye. With physical media, it's quite different than digital media. You can hold. With physical media, you can hold, you can feel, you can insert it, you can basically you have it with you. You have it with you, and no game company is just gonna burst in through their door and take the game away from your hands. No, it doesn't work like that. And you can trade them in and buy them secondhand. You can let your friends borrow the game. Oh, a Switch 2 game. This is a very topic of contention. We're gonna get into this in a bit. But yeah, with physical games, you can hold, you can trade, you can let your friends borrow, you can borrow them from a friend, you can buy them secondhand. You own the game. Point blank being, while yes, many people purchase digital games because it's more convenient and takes up way less space. There's something charming about being able to hold in your hand the game case, open it up, see the disc, and again, you can buy them secondhand. I got these two for really cheap, 15. No, this one was $10 at my local retro game store. This one, I believe, was 15. Yeah, I bought they're not being these games are not being produced anymore. They are, I got them for really cheap, secondhand. Anyways, but basically, these games are no longer being produced. Games for these systems are not being produced anymore. So the only way for you to get them is buying them secondhand or sailing the 7 seas. The issue with digital games, you can't borrow digital games. You can't sell them. You can't purchase them secondhand. You can't trade them. You can't really do anything. You could do something like that before on PlayStation, particularly if your friends have a game that you want to play, you can just log onto Jesus fucking Christ. Can you not do that? Why is she running? What does she see? Are you good? She's just running around the room. You could add your friend's account, set it as primary, and as long as their account is as primary, you can play the games that they have without needing to log in to their account. Because, you know, if you don't set it to primary, you have to log onto that account and be logged onto that account in order for you to play it. Otherwise, it will be locked. But if you set it to primary, you were able to play the games even without logging on their account, because it is a primary account of the system. They stopped doing that some time ago. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the video once I make the proper research and look, and because I don't remember when they stopped doing that. Just remember back in the day when Netflix removed the ability to share passwords with your family. It feels exactly like that in terms of game sharing. You can no longer share your account with other friends so they can play the games that you have if they don't have them, because they want to try it out or something, or they want to play the game with you. Just like how Netflix removed the ability to share passwords with family, PlayStation removed the ability for you to share your games digitally into some capacity with your friends. I guess play does have limits, huh? Right. And also another major thing about digital games is that once the digital storefront is closed or the online service no longer exists, there's no way for you to get those systems unless you jailbreak your console. The 3DS being the biggest offender. Y'all remember I think it was 2023, or yeah, early 2023, Nintendo announced that the Nintendo eShop on both the Wii U and the 3DS will no longer work. They're gonna shut it down completely. Prior to that, in 2019, they said that you won't be able to add funds directly to the eShop. You still could add funds to the eShop. You had to do it through the Switch if you had your accounts, if you had your Nintendo Network account linked on the Switch. That meant that any funds you add on the Nintendo Switch eShop will merge with the remaining funds that you have on the Nintendo 3DS and the Wii U eShop. And later on in 2023, they shut the Nintendo eShop down, and a year later shut down the Nintendo Network. Now that these storefronts are shut down, no longer work, you can no longer access it to download new games. You can only access it to re-download games that you already purchased or demos that you already purchased, but you can't buy any games from it. First party, third party, or indie. Nothing. And that's another issue with digital media. Not only does the company have the ability to take away the right for you to play the game, if these storefronts go, once they shut down the services, the storefronts, whatever, you're not able to access the game anymore unless you like jailbreak your system or whatever. Okay, let's say by some miracle you still have the license to the games. Let's just say that developers now have the ability to brick your console now too. Well, I think they always had the ability, but now they're like a little bit more adamant on it. The Switch 2 was the prime example of this, which was a major point of criticism back when the thing was announced. A lot of people did not like it. But so yeah, but now that, okay, keep in mind they're doing this even though the system has like physical cards. I'm not making any sense here, but basically they're gonna have like a lot more control over you. They want to take away your ownership of the games. If they know that you're doing something that doesn't fit within their policy or whatever, they can take away the game from you. They can take away your right to play the system. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of gamers are very upset with that. Now, when it comes to Nintendo, this is recording it. A lot of people online are starting to like forgive Nintendo for being a little too harsh with the game key cards and whatnot. A lot of people are also upset because while many are like, oh, at least I can still physically hold the cartridge, many people are like, it's still not physical media, because all that this is just a key to download the game. If you don't have an internet connection, you're not able to play it. And I do get both sides of the cartridge. I get both sides of the coin. Here's the thing though. It's like it's pseudo physical media. Yes, I'm using Pokemon terminology here. Just like in Pokemon, how we have pseudo legendaries, which are Pokemon so powerful that can be considered legendary. You know, fake legendary Pokemon, pseudo legendary. We have fake physical cartridges or pseudo physical cartridges, the game key cards. While they're not the same as a Switch 1 cartridge, where it like the game is already in the cartridge, no download code necessary, no download necessary, no internet connection necessary. These require an internet connection for you to be able to like play the game. I misspoke, not to play it, but to download it. You can play it after you download the game, but in order for you to actually access the game, you need a stable internet connection to be able to download the game with the game key card. And a lot of people are using that as a way to justify their anger towards Nintendo and the game key cards. Now, I'm not defending Nintendo in any way. I feel like this decision is very fucking dumb. I don't like game key cards. I don't. I feel like it's stupid. I feel like you either make the thing physical or you make the thing digital. You can't have both. It's either one or the other. But also, I can't get fully mad at them, especially with everything that's going on now in the gaming industry. Because at least with game keycards, you still have the ability to hold the cartridge, trade the cartridge, let people borrow the cartridge, sell it, buy it secondhand. Yes, it's not the actual game. It's just a key for you to be able to access the game. But that's pretty much you still have the cartridge with you. All you need is a stable internet connection for you to be able to download the game. But once you download the game, that's it. It acts like a regular cartridge. Even if you don't have an internet connection on you at all times, as long as you have downloaded the game beforehand, all you need to do is pop the cartridge into the system and you're able to play the game. So that's why I can't really get mad at them with the game keycards, because at least they're still kind of physical in a sense. Okay, but also, aside from everything going digital, consoles are very expensive nowadays, and not everybody is privileged enough to purchase one. With the Steam machine, it's debatable on whether or not that thing is a console or an extension of PC. I consider it a console because it is advertised as one. Whatever. Being promoted at like what? $1,500? That's a down payment on a house. That's a down payment on a car. That's my rent. Yeah, I'm not spending that much money, not even with a payment plan, on a Steam machine. I'm so sorry. The PlayStation 5 Pro is at almost $1,000. And Xbox, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, they raised their prices by roughly $150 for both their digital and disc version. Meanwhile, okay, nobody's mad at that, but people are like upset that Nintendo is racing. I sound like a Nintendo fanboy. Please do not misconstrue any of this. I don't like a lot of the decisions that Nintendo do. I'm not defending them in any way. But also, you are getting mad at them raising the prices by $50. Meanwhile, Xbox out here raising the prices of their system by $150. The Steam Deck is being sold. Stop messing with my capture card, please. People look at the Steam machine. $1,500. They don't bat an eye. PlayStation 5 to like $900 to $1,000. They don't bat an eye. Xbox raising their prices by $150. Nothing. But Nintendo raises their prices by $50, knowing that they're doing it because they were pretty much forced to raise their prices, and not because they wanted to. And suddenly, so apparently my camera stopped recording and I lost my train of thought. You look at companies like Xbox raising their prices by $150. PlayStation not being able to make up its fucking mind whether it wants to raise the prices or lower the prices or keep the prices the same. We don't fucking know. We look at the Steam machine being advertised at $1,500. Nobody bats an eye, but when Nintendo raises their prices pretty much because they were forced to, and it's only a $50 price increase, and suddenly they're the worst thing ever. I don't know. Oh yeah, I should also go without saying that with the RAM shortage and game companies, Microsoft funding data centers and all that, pretty much making everything incredibly expensive, it's a pretty scary future for gamers and just casual fans who want to get into the hobby. What was seen as something... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, layoffs. It should also go without saying that Xbox has been laying off a lot of their employees. But would you look at that? Nintendo has raised their employees' salary by 10%. Wow. We should be taking notes, huh? Oh god. Y'all remember back during the Wii U era when Nintendo almost filed for bankruptcy due to the Wii U's underperformance? Instead of laying people off, you know what happened? Late Nintendo of Japan president Satoru Iwata, God rest his soul, cut his salary in half to prevent layoffs, keep the company afloat, and as a way to apologize for the Wii U's underperformance. Had it been any other company, I think it would have shut down. But that's just me. Anyways, what else can I say? It's a scary future. Yeah, I know they said they're gonna start doing it in 2028, but that's not that far away. One can only hope in like the year and a couple months before that happens that they have a change of heart and reconsider the decision. But until then, only time will tell. It's scary. What was seen as a pastime, a hobby that anybody can sit down and pick up, seems to be like reserved to the elite or the hardcore gamers or those who are willing to get on their knees and kiss the big multi-million company's shoes. It shouldn't be like that. Either way, those are my 2 cents on the matter, I guess. This has been Reverie. Until the next video. Bye for now.
Hi, Editor Reverie here again. You wanna know something funny about this whole situation? Is the fact that someone on Twitter revealed the cost of disc production for both Sony and Nintendo, and it turns out that Nintendo pays twice as much to make their game cartridges, yet Nintendo hasn't said anything about stopping their physical media anytime soon. Kinda puts everything into perspective, huh? Oh, and also throughout this entire thing, they've been suffering heavy backlash. People have been canceling their Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders. Grand Theft Auto got beef with Sony, telling them to remove the GTA 6 style logo from the PlayStation app, and apparently it has also been revealed that Sony has the ability to remove your account if they find out that you haven't been active for 3 years. Make with that information what you will.